Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Today I'm going to be going through my submission for this round of the Stackers Showdown competition, which is currently being run through the Stackers Social Discord server. This time it's commemorative coins, so I've gone and gotten out every single one of my Royal Mint commemorative coins to share with you all today. There's quite a few to go through, so I am going to have to skim over them quite quickly, and I'm not going to be able to give them the time in the spotlight they probably deserve. But with that being the case, and to waste no further time, let's get on with the show. Okay, so starting us off with the commemorative crowns, we have the 1937 King George VI coronation, the 1951 Festival of Britain, the 1953 Queen Elizabeth coronation, the 1960 British exhibition in New York, the 1965 Sir Winston Churchill Memorial, the 1972 Elizabeth and Philip Royal Wedding Anniversary, the 1977 Queen Elizabeth Silver Jubilee, the 1980 Queen Mother 80th birthday. There's one Balric of Guernsey 1981 Charles and Diana Royal Wedding, and 25 UK 1981 Charles and Diana Royal Weddings. Moving on to the 50p's, we have the NHS, the Eurostars, libraries, suffragettes, Roger Bannister, dictionaries, Victoria Cross Heroic Acts and the medals, the Scouts. We will come to Kew Gardens, so don't worry about that one. We have Girl Guides, the WWF, we have Christopher Ironside, Benjamin Britten, Glasgow Commonwealth Games, the Battle of Britain, the Battle of Hastings, Team GB, Beatrix Potter 2016, including Peter Rabbit, Mrs. Tiggywinkle, Squirrel Nutkins and Benjamin Puddleduck. We have Sir Isaac Newton Advancement in Science, the 2017 Peter Rabbit, including Jeremy Fisher, Tom Kitten and Benjamin Bunny. There's the 2018 Tale of Gloucester, Peter Rabbit, Mrs. Tittlemouse, Flopsy Bunny, the 2018 Paddington at the Station, the 2018 Paddington at the Palace, the 2018 Power of the People's Act, Arthur Conan Doyle, Stephen Hawking's Advancement in Science, Paddington at the Tower, Paddington at the Cathedral. We have the 2019 Peter Rabbit in Bunk right there. We have the 50 years of the 50p 2019, the 2019 Gruffalo. I've just ordered the Mary Anning's collection, but they haven't been received as of yet. So you've got the Megalosaurus, Heliosaurus and Iguanodon. There's the Diversity, the Rosalind Franklin Advancements in Science, Brexit. I've ordered the remaining dinosaurs as well, so they're on their way and will be received very soon, but not in time for this video, unfortunately. We've got the Platinum Jubilee, Pride, the Queen Elizabeth Memorial, King Charles Coronation, and just my first ever wild salmon I was able to catch in the wild. Okay, moving on, I have 3 completely full collections of the Olympic 50p's, and I'm just working on completing my 4th, which just still needs hockey, canoeing, boxing and rowing to complete that one. We have the original large size hands and Battle of Britain. We have all of my spare commemorative 50p's, and I'm currently working on completing my 4th Peter Rabbit album. The only thing I need for this one is the 2020 Peter Rabbit Under the Gate, and we have a spare Benjamin Puddleduck right there. Moving on to the £2, we have the Rugby World Cup, Marconi, DNA, we have Trevivic, the Gunpowder Plot, World War II, Brunel's Achievements, Brunel Portraits, Act of Union, the Slave Trade, the London Underground, Florence Nightingale, the Golden Guinea, Trinity House, First World War Navy, aka HMS Royal Oak, the Britannia, Shakespeare's Histories and Tragedies, and the First World War Armies. Moving on to the £5 coins, we have the Memorial of Princess Diana, the Birthday of Prince Charles, the Millennium, the Queen Mother, Queen Victoria Memorial, and the Queen Mother Memorial. Okay, so moving on to the bunk packs, we have the Kew Gardens first cover edition. We have the Restoration of the Monarchy first cover edition. We have a encapsulated 2016 TGB, a Strike Your Own Snowman, Tyrannosaurus Rex, a Queen Mother 90th birthday, and the longest reigning monarch. We also have the 50th anniversary of the D-Day landings, the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, the Battle of Hastings, we have King George III, and then moving on to the Harry Potters, we've got Harry Potter standard and coloured, the Hogwarts Express in standard and coloured, we've got Dumbledore standard and coloured, Hogwarts Castle, we've also got the Winged Keys, there's the Windrush Generation, the King Charles Coronation 50p, the RNLI Royal Lifeboats, there's Narnia, and then moving on to Star Wars, we have C-3PO and R2-D2. We have duplicates of those, Han Solo and Chewbacca, Luke and Leia. We've also got Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. Then moving on to the iconic vehicles, we've got the Millennium Falcon, the TIE Fighter, the X-Wing Fighter, and then finally the Death Star to finish off that series right there. Moving on, we've got the Team GB Olympics and Paralympics. There's the National Health Service, the 80 years of the D-Day landings, the most recent dinosaur series, so we've got Diplodocus right there, we've got Stegosaurus as well, and also Tyrannosaurus Rex. Moving on to the £2 bunk coins, we've got the J.R.R. Tolkien and the National Gallery. Moving on to £5, we've got King Tutankhamun, the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III. We've got Buckingham Palace. Moving on to Myths and Legends, we have Robin Hood, Maid Marian, King Arthur, Merlin, Morgana Le Fay. And then moving on to the 6 decades of Bond, we've got Bond of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. And then we've got a few of the current series of Tudor beasts as well, being the Bull, Unicorn, and Dragon. Moving on to the bullion coins, we've got the 2019, 2020, 2022, 2023, and 2024 Royal Arms. We've got 2 full sets of the Robin Hood Myths and Legends, being Robin Hood, Little John, and Maid Marian. We've got the King Arthur, Merlin, and Morgana Le Fay, as well as the most recent Beowulf. We've got the Royal Cipher from the King Charles III coronation, as well as the Crown Britannia issued to commemorate King Charles's coronation. We've got the Elton John bullion, as well as the Bond of the 60s and Bond of the 70s. There's also the most recent George and the Dragon, as well as the complete coin from the Queen's Beast. And we also have the Lion of England, the Yale of Beaufort, the Bull of Clarence, and the Seymour Unicorn for the current Tudor beast, as I'm still waiting for the Welsh Dragon to arrive. Next up, we have the last and the first of the 5p's, as well as the first ever 20 pence. Moving on to commemorative silver-proof crowns, we've got the Elizabeth and Philip silver wedding anniversary. We've got the Isle of Man and the UK 1977 Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, the Queen Mother 80th birthday, the Charles and Diana wedding, We've got the 1992 European Presidency, as well as the 1998 NHS and the 1998 Eurostars. These are the 2006 Victoria Cross for medals and the 2010 Guild Guides. We have the 2019 50 years of the 50p with Privy Mark, the Iguanodon from the Dinosaurs collection, the King Charles III coronation. We have Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Express, Dumbledore, Hogwarts, and a spare Hogwarts as well. The wing keys, C-3PO and R2-D2 with a spare, Darth Vader and Palpatine, Luke and Leia, Han and Chewie, and then moving on to the iconic vehicles, we have the Millennium Falcon, the TIE Fighter, the X-Wing, and the Death Star. We have the wedding anniversary of Elizabeth and Philip £1 coin, the tricentenary of the Bill and Claim of Rights, as well as the individual Bill and Claim of Rights as well. There's the J.R.R. Tolkien Silver Proof, the Charles III Coronation 1 ounce Silver Proof, and we also have the Arthur, Merlin, and Morgana Le Fay from the Myths and Legends. Moving on to Star Wars, we've got the 1 ounce R2-D2 and C-3PO, as well as a spare. We've got the 1 ounce Luke and Leia, Emperor Palpatine and Vader, and Han and Chewie. Moving on to the iconic vehicles, we have the Millennium Falcon, the TIE Fighter, the X-Wing, and of course the Death Star. We also have the Restoration of the Monarchy 1 crown Silver Proof, as well as the King Charles III Coronation 1 crown Silver Proof. There's 4 Una and Belian original bars, 1 second Una and Belian, a Celebration bar, a No Time to Die bar, as well as a Diamonds Are Forever bar. And then we also have the Star Wars Celebration and the new Una and Belian in the assay cases. We have some £1 coins commemorating Queen Victoria, as well as just some standard issue silver proof £1 and a 1 crown silver proof right there. So that, guys, is my full and entire collection of Royal Mint commemorative coins. I hope you've had a lot of fun going through this with me today. It has been a lot of fun getting this out and going through it all with you. There's some coins in there that I actually forgot I owned myself. So yes, I've had a lot of fun taking part in this round of Stackers Showdown. Don't forget, if you want to share your collections as well, you can do so via the Stackers Showdown room in the Stackers Social Discord server. It's a great place to be if you've not been in there as of yet. I highly recommend joining up. We do like to have a lot of fun, like these little competitions. But that right there, guys, is my entry to the Stackers Showdown commemorative coins category. Again, I hope you've had a great time, and I will leave you all by saying, until next time, look after each other. Keep stacking, take care, and goodbye.